All right, moving on. Victor Wembanyama,
My Lord and Savior.
he
Yes.
had a 5x5 game, and he's a rookie. Okay, like this, I want to preface this, he's a
Yeah.
rookie.
Yes.
In this 5x5 game, he had a 27 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals, 5 blocks. And when he was informed about him being the only player to post 5 steals and 5 blocks in consecutive games, other than MJ, he said, "I wonder if he did it in wins." So hearing that, how do you feel about Victor Wembanyama's mindset and about his games growing as he gets older?
Him saying that does he mean like I wonder if he did that and wins like he's wondering if MJ was winning while doing that?
Like he's pretty much saying that like he doesn't even care about the stats. Like he's pretty much only caring about winning. Like he doesn't even care about the stats. Is what I got from it.
Yo, Vic's a dog, bro.
He is.
Like he's a fucking dog.
And he's like what 19, I think.
He's 19 right now.
Yeah, he's 19 right now. That dude is a fucking dog. Like you could tell, like you know the whole thing with Shaq. How Shaq's like, I take Bobo, like I like Bobo.
Yeah.
Like the big, like yeah, obviously like they got like the same frame and shit. But the thing is like Vic, he got the mindset. He wants to fucking win.
He puts in the work to win.
to win.
Yeah.
He puts in that shit, man. So like yo, fucking hella respect to him.
And you see it like during the games, like even though the Spurs are like last in the conference pretty much, he's still going out and like putting his 100 into every game. Like when he loses, he takes it personally, and I think that's something that you don't see from like the American players these days. Like maybe they might care about it, but they don't really wear it on their sleeve like how Victor does it. I think that's why, for me personally, like looking into next year, he could push into the top 10 territory of players just in general.
Next year?
I think so.
I don't know. About
I
next
think he
year.
got the potential to be an all-star, all-NBA. All-NBA even this year.
This
Potentially.
He could
this
win
year,
Potentially.
yeah.
player, bro.
For the
Put him in the
record though,
running.
maybe not, but as a player, yeah.
As a player, yeah, I do see that. I just same thing. I wish to see him win, and I don't know if y'all have been hearing about it, but the rumors with Atlanta wanting to blow it up.
Trey Young.
Trey Young.
Fuck, I hope so.
I mean, Trey Young is the perfect complementary piece with Wemby. Well, first of all, he can pass, which none of the other Spurs are doing right now. With
Yeah,
him,
hell
right?
no.
So having Trey Young, like an elite passer and elite scorer, next to that type of talent, the pick and roll game is a cheat code by then.
It would be nasty.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Get Trey Young on that team. So
And I think Trae Young deserves it too. Like I feel bad for Trae Young. He's been shit on so much as a player, like
Getting snubbed in All Star.
yeah, and like
on a mid team.
and in general, like people are just like downplaying what he's doing. Like he's like a 30 and 10 machine, and he just gets treated like he's like a stat pattern. I feel bad for him for sure.
I do, yeah, I agree. It's because his personality. I feel.
That's personality's okay. It's not the worst.
I see what you mean. Like he does seem kind of like
Snobby.
he boasts. Yeah, he boasts a decent amount. But like
Yeah.
he's a basketball player. You know, that's what he's supposed to do.
It's part of him.
But yeah, him on the Spurs, I think not even just like the offense. Like on defense, Trae Young's biggest weakness is his defense. Obviously,
Yeah,
that's why he's like.
But you go on the Spurs and your weakness in defense gets covered.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like a match made in heaven.
It's
Pretty
like
much.
Wemby plays like 5 fucking positions, bro. He
Yeah.
does this, and it's like 3 guys.
It's the whole fucking court.
He's
bro.
the whole court,
It's the
bro.
whole
Like
court.
so that's for sure something that I think is interesting. But yeah, for Wemby in general, like, where do you think his limit is? Like as a
I
player?
think I think that sky is limitless.
You think his GOAT potential?
I don't know about goat.
I don't know about GOAT just yet
too early.
because like just
Potential.
potential. He needs to be in a winning culture starting next year for that to
Yeah,
be
that too.
because I put Tim Duncan as one of the GOATs.
Mm.
This guy never missed a playoff series
Right.
like at all. He was an MVP in his second and third years in the league. Bro, this guy won 5 championships. Like you need to be on that type of level for me to call you one of the GOATs. And Vic, he's already not reaching a level of TD.
But I don't know, man. Like TD is not one of the goats. Like Jordan
Greatest
and LeBron
greatest
both.
power forward of all time.
But Jordan and LeBron both had like losing seasons early in their career, especially LeBron and Jordan. Like even their first 3 years, like just shit teams. Like but they were carrying them to like okay records. Like I think Wemby has the potential to do that. I mean,
Okay records, yeah, but the Spurs are one of the worst teams in the league right now.
right, but it's his rookie year, and like you have to look at the circumstance they got put in at the start too. Like TD, like Tim Duncan, it's interesting because he's only been in a winning culture, but no one really sees him as like one of the goats. Like I guess a point where you have to kind of separate player and success. Like you need a mix of both, and Tim Duncan definitely had the success, But I guess as an individual player, like people didn't see him as like the LeBron and Jordan type, where I think Wemby maybe could
It's
get
San
to.
Antonio. No one's gonna
Yeah,
recognize
But
that.
he
That's
also
tough.
had like a very very quiet play style. Like
TD, yeah.
like his play style was so like, not like effortless, but like if he had like let's say like 30 points, you wouldn't fucking know he had 30
Yeah,
points.
that's
Like
true.
he was
Yeah.
so like just he would just put the
Mike
ball in the
shot.
basket, bank shot,
Mike it out.
and
Yeah.
like he would block your ass. He would do everything
He
right.
doesn't even shit talk. He just looks at
Yeah, that's something too. He doesn't have a
but
presence.
shit, man, he doesn't say shit to you, bro. Like it's crazy too. Like even today, like he's so quiet, bro. You
Yeah.
don't even. Where is Tim
Yeah,
Duncan?
where is
I
he?
don't
I
know.
don't know.
Do you know?
No, I don't know. He
I
shows
know he
up.
got
On,
dreads. Like
he shows up on the coaching staff like every once in a while and just dips right after.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
where he is.
Pulls up, hey, and leaves.
and
Man.
he's done. Yeah, it's like it reminds me of like LaMarcus Aldridge, kind of like when he was playing. Like
Yeah.
it's funny how they both play on the Spurs, but like they had like the same game, and LaMarcus kind of came and went too. Like no
Yeah.
one's gonna remember him in like 10 years, which is kind of sad. But
Unfortunately.
I guess having a presence matters in like the GOAT debate.
Yeah, but I mean, like Timmy's presence speaks in terms of his accomplishments.
Yeah.
Like he's accomplished so much as a player, and like in San Antonio, like it's fucking nuts, man. And I feel like that speaks for itself, right?
All right, so like I know we're going a little off track here, but what defines a GOAT to you? Like, is it
Defines
the
a GOAT to
stats?
me?
Is it the achievements? Is it your records? Like, what is at the end of your career? What is a GOAT?
All right. Listen.
We don't have to go too deep in this. But
We're going deep, man.
We're
We're going
deep,
deep.
bro.
We're
We're
going
going
deep.
deep.
Alright,
Listen,
we're
listen,
sitting
listen.
up. We're sitting up.
There's a difference between the goat and the boat. All right. You know the
Oh,
boat.
let him cook. Let him
You
cook.
never know about the boat? Okay, the GOAT is the greatest, but the boat is the best. Alright? Like, I will always say MJ is the GOAT. Alright? But my boat, it's always going to be LeBron. I think LeBron is the best to play it, but he's not the GOAT. But I think he's the best to play it. But Jordan, like, holy, yo, he's 6 for 6. He has the Finals MVPs. He has the All Defense Defensive Player of the Year. He has the MVP. Everything.
Hey, he's cooking.
Everything. Yeah, everything. But when you watch like LeBron play, what is LeBron like really really shit at? Like obviously he has his weaknesses, but also he's in year 21 and he's dropping triple doubles.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is wrong with him? You know? Like, and just watching LeBron play, his athleticism, his playmaking, his literally everything. Like there's like he was pretty shit with his shot early on, and I feel like he did improve on that later on into his career. Like I think if you want to talk about the GOAT, I wouldn't mind giving that to LeBron. But the GOAT, it's always gonna be MJ. You see what I mean? Like MJ had the skill and he had the accomplishments and shit. Like he had like the perfect story. You know what I mean, to become
Yeah.
the GOAT. But like LeBron, like he could have, but like, you know, obviously he got fucked by the Warriors a couple times.
Not his fault.
he had his moments, you know, like, and like Le GM, you know, like he had his times where like, okay, yeah, you're a bit of an idiot for that, but like when you watch that man play, he play, that
We
man-
know personally, like all of us, like watching the Raptors, like we seen LeBron firsthand.
yeah, just destroy us, man.
Flashbacks, bro.
We should draft Bronny so that he comes here, and then we have like a real life like LeBronto moment, you
Bro,
know?
I want to talk about LeBron real quick. 2018, I'll be honest, man. Game 1, when we played against them and we missed like 4 tips to win the game in game
Yeah.
1, I cried. I cried on the floor, bro. LeBron was a real shit.
LeBronto
So,
was real, man.
but I agree with you. I think with MJ also, like, you said 6 rings. I think also, like, outside of basketball, like,
Yeah.
having that presence as just, like, a sports figure, like,
Yeah.
Jordan with the
Cultural
shoes,
influence
yeah,
is huge.
kids, like, wanting to be like Jordan when they grow up. Like, I think that's really important, too. Like, LeBron maybe hasn't gone to that point, too.
Yo, MJ was around like no internet, and
Yeah.
there are people like across the world that knew who MJ was. MJ made basketball international. He made
Yeah.
that sport an international sport. Like, yeah, like China loves Kobe, but like I feel like without Jordan, basketball wouldn't have reached China as it did
Yeah,
today.
I don't think so either, yeah.
You know what I mean, so that's why he's the GOAT. So with Wemby, if he wants to become the GOAT, like obviously I would think like, you know, if he practiced enough, I think he's at the mentality. But now you need the accomplishments, you need some sort of impact, and I think he could have that impact because he's fucking French.
Yeah, like, he already has been to the international stage. Like,
Yeah.
people know him there.
People fucking know him, right? So it's just getting those accomplishments, getting your skills up, fucking playing long enough. Like if he played like fucking like 5 years and like I'm like, oh okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like Like I'd want him to have a good long career and like really show us what's good and become great. I feel like becoming great involves a lot of accomplishments and like having like that like that dream career, like that fucking my career.
That
my career
shit,
shit.
yeah.
Shit, man. Like that's very important when becoming the GOAT. But boat you can look at as like general skill and like, oh, how does he play the game?
That's true.
You
Right?
cooked.
Got you, man.
And I think Kevin Durant kind of falls into the boat category too. Like
He's so effortless when he plays.
he's probably like the people. You can argue him for being the most skilled player to play, but it's just like when you look at his accomplishments, like he has rings, but it's just like the way you go about it,
It's like
It's
how
empty,
it happens.
right?
There is no story, and I think that's why like even the MVP award, that's like mostly it's a narrative based award. That's how it works. Like Embiid won it last year. Like I personally think a lot of people had Jokic winning it. But Embiid, just like him not winning it for the past 3 years, and then he has this 1 year where he's healthy, he plays insane. Like, you almost have to give it to him because of the story. So I think just with like careers, it's not about the stats, it's not about the way they play, it's like just the story they create in your head is what really makes a career. So I think that's a good way to put it. Like I would say LeBron's probably the best, but in terms of like actual like career, yeah, I would say Jordan's probably the go. Yeah.
Go, man.
So if you were to just say some names, some legends right off the bat, could you differentiate right away, GOAT or boat?
I mean, nobody's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan's the GOAT.
Yeah, but like, could you consider someone else as a GOAT for their generation?
Fucking Kareem.
Yeah, like Kareem,
Bill
Wilt,
Russell?
yeah, like those guys definitely were like.
So those are all GOATs to me because they accomplished something. Their narrative was just so strong and so impactful, right?
Yeah.
But being best, being the most skillful, that would fall. So like Tim Duncan, like we were saying,
I put him more
a boat or a GOAT because
well,
now
he's the
I put him more
greatest
GOAT.
power
Yeah,
forward.
he's
a GOAT,
forward,
right?
He's
So
a
he'd
great
be a
power
GOAT. So
forward.
and Wemby, we put him in a boat.
But I'm talking about like
Potential,
yeah.
right?
No, I would put him GOAT potential.
GOAT
Like,
potential.
I think
Alright.
he's
He's
goal
like-
potential too.
he
yeah,
has such a
definitely.
reach. Like even the players in the league now like are talking about him like crazy. Like it's like he's 19. Like obviously the expectations could get to a point where it's too high for even him to achieve. Like it could be unrealistic. But I think that just the base that he's at, like the roots he has under him right now, it's perfect. Like he has all the things, like, all the resources available to become one of the top 10, top 5 guys of all time.
San Antonio is a pretty good organization, I would say. Like, they've been kind of lacking recently, but, like, I don't put that all on them. But overall, like, I'd say San Antonio is a pretty solid organization, and I feel like if they care enough, they could surround Wemby with the right pieces to help
Yeah.
him get
Trae
someone
Young.
very... Trae Young, man.
Trae Young.
Yeah,
Get Trae Young on that team, bro.
I feel like last year, like the Spurs were so unserious. Like they were ready to just hunker down for the next 5-10 years or something, or like not 10 years, like 5 years. And them getting Wemby kind of like shocked them. Like Pop couldn't really retire. Like I feel like Pop would retire this year
Old man, bro.
if he wanted to. But like
Oh, man.
after watching Wemby, it's like they kind of got shocked. Like well, like we can't.
We
tank.
can't just let this piece of untapped potential go for
Yeah,
nothing,
like,
right?
We need to keep everyone around. We need to keep all the personnel around. Like Pop needs to stay like for the next couple of years. So I feel like this year might be like a little year where they're like shit. Like we didn't know what Wemby was gonna be this good.
Yeah.
And
But
now
next
they
couple years.
have an idea of what to plan for the future.
Exactly.
So knowing this, the front office should start making. They have the draft picks. They have the complementary pieces to send out in the trade.
Make moves,
Let's
man.
let's get some shit done. Let's get the Spurs to the next level.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I think Pop is the perfect coach for Wemby.
Oh, Pop is the perfect coach for anyone.
But for Wemby especially, like he's dealt with like Timmy and like was it David Robinson and stuff. Big man, like and Pop in general, like he just has that attitude of like I'm gonna
He's
get
a
you
no
right.
BS. He's a no BS coach.
Set you straight, and I think Wemby's about that, yo. Like
Yeah.
I think he really likes that. And he's like, yo, like yeah, let's put in work, let's do it. So yeah.
I respect that.
I respect the takes, guys. I respect the takes here.